Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How you all doing? I'm okay. I do sound hoarse. I've got that annual Christmas cold that I get every year, and I feel better, but I'm still. But I want to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, because it's becoming a problem in groups, in support groups. Because people see things and they run with it. They don't research. They don't look into things that are non-AI. They see an AI article. They see an article they posted because, yeah, I mean, AI looks, some of the stuff is sneaky. It looks legit, and it's not. Case in point, there was one today about stem cell research. I looked at the picture. I'm like, yeah, this is AI. And then I said, well, let me go to this website that it says to go to read the article. Went to the website, and it was all kinds of different things. It wasn't even just medical, and it was just, it's like they're taking stuff and I'll say they're taking shit, throwing it against the wall, and seeing if it'll stick. Bad way to look at things, because people are looking at it going, oh, this can help us, this can save us, and it's not true. It's not true. Have they been working with stem cell research? Yeah, for almost everything. But they're not doing any stem cell research. I don't think they're doing it with Meniere's. And this thing says it could give you hearing back with Meniere's disease. Okay. Does anybody really understand what causes the deafness of Meniere's disease? It's not those cilias that you're thinking. They're inside the cochlea. It's the acid that's in your ears, that fluid in your ears, like stomach acid. When that ruptures, the acid separates, leaks, and there's nerves there. And what happens is, look at this cable here. Okay, if you ever seen a human nerve, there's a sheath on it. Okay, in here, there's a cable. There's a sheath around that cable. There's also a sheath on the other side of the cable, so it protects it. Your nerves are the same thing. But once acid hits it, the sheath deteriorate and cause nerve damage. Because now the nerve is exposed. Okay? And they have not found anything to regrow the sheath. I can guarantee you that. Because that's basically kind of like what MS is. You know, the sheaths start deteriorating. And that's why the body does its thing with MS. So it's almost the same principle with electrical cables. Stem cells are not going to grow that sheath back to protect the nerve, because nerves can regenerate. Okay, maybe I don't know about the inside of the ear. I'm pretty sure they can, if given a chance. But I don't know if you can see that scar there. I have a scar here from ulnar nerve surgery. About, when did I have that done? 2014. I had it done. Because what happened was the nerve got damaged and I couldn't feel my fingers. I couldn't feel these two fingers. It's called cubital tunnel syndrome. These two are carpal tunnel. These two are cubital tunnel. These two, the nerve is here. Okay? These two, the nerve is here. So they had to cut it open, remove the nerve, and it took 2 years for that nerve to regenerate. Thank God the sheath was fine, so the damaged nerve could regenerate. It took like 2 years before I got any feeling back in these fingers. So, that it can regenerate as long as there's no open sheath. I mean, sure, they could have wrapped it in foil or whatever, but you're not going to get that in your inner ear. And those nerves are so fine, they're hard to see. So that's the deafness part. It's not so much the cilia. That happens over time. That's like old age. The cilia stuff. But when you lose hearing from Meniere's disease, it's actually nerve damage. That's why the cochlea works so well. Because they attach it directly to the good part of the nerve that's in here. That's why the Coakley works so well. That's why they do a lot of it. Okay? When you're deaf. Now, I'm totally deaf on this side. Okay? But, yeah, the thing with AI is that you got to be careful because there's a lot of scams. And why do people do that stuff? I have no idea. They get their jollies out of it. I don't know. But you got to be careful. And it's AI with everything. It's not just medical. Okay? AI is everything today. Okay? I mean, I see more stuff. You know, a lot of the political stuff that you see, I hate to tell you, most of it's AI generated now. Unless it's from like a reputable news sources like Newsmax or CNN or Fox or NBC, CNBC, MSNBC, ABC, any of those networks. Don't buy it because a lot of them are AI generated, and they're generated to get people upset. They're not generated to, because they're trying to, say the truth. They're doing it just to upset people. And that's why you see a lot of problems in the world in the last 5 years. Because a lot of the stuff you're seeing isn't true. That you're seeing on the internet. So, be careful with what you see. And especially when it comes to medical stuff. Are there things being worked on? Yeah. Sound Pharmaceuticals trying to get past their Epsilon drug. I don't know what is going to happen with that because, just like I said, the only person, like I've said before with that, is the only people talking about that is Sound Pharmaceutical. And, if you look at the test results, they're not that amazing. And I've heard from a few people that knew that they were taking the medicine. I guess the third trial, they told them, no, this is the real medicine. And they had said out of 28 people, only 2 made it through the whole thing. So 2 out of 28, that's not a good batting average. Okay? And there is a YouTube video, where the guy's holding 2 pills and he goes, this works. And it's Epsilon. That guy's actually paid off by Sound Pharmaceutical. They're really trying to get this thing pushed, and they think by doing what they're doing, it's going to get out there, and it's not a good way. But yeah, I researched that guy, and yeah, he's getting paid by different pharmaceutical companies to promote their medication. Okay, just like doctors. Some doctors take the money to promote something. They don't believe in it, but they say, hey, $100,000, sure, I'll help you. I'll prescribe it for people. It happens. Excuse me. So, do yourselves a favor. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Because a lot of it these days is artificial intelligence, AI generated. And on that note, hey, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.